All right, guys, welcome to the hot seat. We've made it. We went a couple minutes late just because Hobo suggested it because he was doing something, and we honor Hobo's requests in this hangout. All right. So tonight we have a great show. We have Mel from Mel Simple Meals joining us. Excited for her to be here. I've had you on the schedule for months now. It's about time we finally got there. This is gonna be a good time for sure. Real quick, Kent, say hi to the people.
Good evening, everybody.
Are you ready for this weekend, brother?
Damn it, again. This iPad's killing me. I'm telling you.
I remember to turn my mute on.
I checked it too. That's what sucks. I'm getting there. I think this Saturday night with Not Another Cooking Show with Steve's going to be a great time. I mean, he's a good dude. You know, we've worked with him before, so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a really good time.
Right on, man. Well, you know, we'll all be there rooting for you, and we'll talk about it again on the way out for sure. A shout out to my moderators in there. I see Jay from LeprakonTV's in there. Hobo obviously's in there. Scotty from In for the Grill. Miss Booger's in there. Dan's in there. I haven't seen Kirby, Red, or Jay. And I haven't seen Meet Cranium yet. Want to shout out to people in the chat that I see in there so far. Of course, we always have Keith Bettag keeping score. So, Keith, thank you, brother. We got Grilling Grandpa, Jim E.Q. is there. Mona's in the house. Jacqueline's in the house. John from 1984 Barbecue. Dan's Outdoor Cooking's in there. Great Meals Barbecue's in there. Tom's Food Factory. Fire and Water Cooking, Darren. My Backyard Life, welcome. Dad, incredible. Hobo's already dropping the super chat for the first shots. James from Amen Clayman, what's up, James? How you doing, brother? Tommy the Gallery Barbecue, Mike Culinary Cookhouse, Life from the Camper, Pit Life Barbecue, Smoking Barbecues Tips and Tricks and all that. And who else am I missing? Joe's Smokehouse and Barbecue, welcome. Bill Chicken Fried Barbecue, howdy. Proud Souls Barbecue, Kris. I think it was Kris. It was Kris, right? Who else am I missing? All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one around. Kent, let's give there's Donna David. How you doing, Donna? Let's give Hobo his one shot. Mel, take your whatever you're gonna do. Don't hurt yourself. So cheers, guys. The first one's always fun. Thank you. It's a good time. All right, so Hobie's Garage, what's up? Hobie's Garage Barbecue. I think that's it. Kent, you want to set a price for the super shots? Let's switch it up a little bit.
I don't know. We'll switch it up. It's your turn.
All right. I think $15.99 will get you there, unless it starts getting overwhelming. Then we'll double the price. Good Eats with the Noob. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Actually, this is the regular time. We started late on Monday for Harry Sue's hot seat. We needed to work it out for the work timing of everything, but 6 o'clock is the normal time. All right. With all that said, Mel, say hi to the people.
Hi, everybody. So glad to be here. I'm really excited.
Right on. Very cool. Welcome. Who said $2.99? Lewis from Marshack Barbecue. We are not doing shots for $2.99. We'd be obliterated in the first half hour for sure.
Hey, wait, CJ, look at Scott's comment.
99 cents Canadian. Oh, we'd definitely be dead by the first half hour. Emmy Lee, is Emmy Lee your cousin? She says, "Hey, cuz." No one you know? All right, well, welcome. Purple Gang, what up? Who else? Pit Life Barbecue.
Did you say Ernie Lee?
Emylee.
It might be.
Let's see here. Johnny Mags at Pit Life Barbecue says the super shot should be $50. Johnny, if you want to put $50 in there, we will definitely take a big old shot for you for sure.
I give Johnny Mags 2 for 1 on a 50.
Oh yeah, all right, that's good. We'll do 2 shots for Johnny Mags. Let's see here. Okay, he said, yeah, EMY Lee said, "Yep." So that must be your cousin. Your cousin from Mississippi. Wow, that is exactly why I asked you guys to do promos on your channel, because that gets the cousins, the aunts, the uncles, moms, dads, cats, whatever in the chat, so we get some good gossip. So, Mr. Lee, if you got anything in there to give us some anecdotes from back when you guys were kids, whatever, throw them in there so we can talk about it. All right, so let's just get jumping into this thing. Mel, where are you from?
I am from West Michigan, and it's really common in Michigan to show where we're from with our hands. We're probably one of the only states that can do that. So I'm from over here in West Michigan. So
does that mean you're by a lake or? No? Yes.
Yep. I'm on the lake shore.
Right on. Very cool. Family life, spouse, kids.
Yep. I have a husband. His name is Steve. He might be joining us later. I'm not sure. Okay. And then I have 2 cats, a turtle, and 3 chickens.
3 chickens. All right. Are they the egg laying types? You guys have fresh eggs?
Yeah. Right, we always have more eggs than we know what to do with.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, as always, we welcome the spouses to come on and say hi. So Steve is more than welcome to be on there.
I told him he's way more interesting than I am. So
I see a Leprechaun in there just before Kent goes on live on Saturday for the Battle of the Kitchens. There's going to be the redemption round hour and a half before, so we'll make sure we get in there and plug Leprechaun for that one for sure. All right. Let's see here. Great Meals Barbecue says he has a wall full of guitars too, so that's fun. Let's see here. All right, what's your real job besides YouTube creator extraordinaire?
I kind of have to explain it a little bit. Not everybody knows what it is right off the bat. So I'm an occupational therapist. Okay. I'm a pediatric occupational therapist, but I also work at the hospital and help the adult population too. So really different jobs. So I work in the school system, and I help kids with special needs to be more independent in the school system, whatever that means. So sensory processing, motor skills, all those kinds of things. And then in the hospital, I help people that are recovering after surgery or an illness, getting them the equipment they might need to make their life manageable and things like that. So yeah, an occupational therapist.
I like it. Seems like a very noble, helpful. People probably dig it, you know?
I absolutely love it. It's amazing because occupational therapists get to work with people from birth all the way to death, you know, so it's just like helping people be as independent as they can be, no matter how we do that. So it's pretty broad, lots of different opportunities, and it's a really cool job. So
right on. Hobo said that you could help out Keith Bettag. He definitely needs some occupational therapy. Help him with his beard. Let's see here. Vito Grill, welcome. Good to see you in there. Cheesy E, we've had plenty of women on the hot seat. She's not the first. Air fryer recipes with Booger 500 was our first, I believe, and she took it like a champ for sure. He said Keith Bettag is the closest to death person he knows. That's not very nice. All right, so I haven't seen Mega Fred in there yet, but Mega Fred's lifetime question: what's your favorite music? You playing the instruments? I see the guitar, so I assume that's one of them.
Not me. That's my husband.
All right, cool.
So instead of paintings in our living room, we actually have instruments hung up because he can play the guitar, the ukulele, the banjo. So we just have instruments all hung up all around. So I have to say Justin Timberlake all day long.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh, you are now my new favorite guest. Watch the
I'm just kidding, but you finally got a guest on that's young enough and a female. So I was, of course, obsessed with Justin Timberlake when it was in sync.
I love it.
So I feel about that, Ken.
Well, thanks everybody for coming, but we have to cut the show short. We'll see you next week. Bye, gang.
I'm kidding. Okay, here's my serious answer. So it's completely eclectic, you know, especially because my husband's a musician. You know, so I like just a lot of different bands: Jimmy Eat World, Story of the Year, Blink-182, you know, and then our playlist have stuff like Guns N' Roses, The Beatles, Ozzy, Metallica. So it's just all over the place. I just have a little less country probably, but I like country too. So there's really nothing that I don't listen to. So.
All right, that's cool. I appreciate that. Hobo, you can't see the chat right now, but we monitor it. And Hobo said she literally called you a 15-year-old girl.
I did not. JT from NSYNC is not the same. You know, so.
I see Mike from Everyday Barbecue and Cuisine. How you doing? Good to see you, brother. Love to see you in the chat for sure. Vito Girl says you have good taste in tunes. Very cool. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let Kent jump in with a few of his comments and questions, and then we'll come back to mine real quick.
All right. I have a couple here for you, Mel. The first one is from Mamaka of 2. She says, thank you very much for what you do. Because of people like you, her son is making progress, and she wants to know that you're appreciated.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
And the second one I have, CJ just mentioned, is Mike from Everyday Barbecue. He wanted to tell you hi, and he thinks you're really cool.
Thank you. I think you're really cool too.
So, that just seemed slightly awkward.
Well, hey, don't shoot the messenger. That's what I'm saying. Oh, and by the way, Johnny Maggs, here you go.
Did we ever get the lawyers on him for trying to steal the pin flip?
No. Him and I discussed it today, and we came to a mutual resolution. So everything's good there, especially since he knows what the pin flip now means.
Mike said, "Hey TJ, LOL, I'm married, bro." I'm sorry. It sounded like, you know, junior high. Check yes if you like, give me or whatever. Let's see here. Kris from Eastwood Farms, how you doing, brother? Good to see you in there. JP Barbecue. Hey, JP, I used a couple of your rubs today on some tri-tips I cooked, so good stuff, brother. Good stuff. What up?
Juan's in here?
Yeah, Juan's in there.
What's up, JP?
Let's see. Just Eight's in there. Julianne, how you doing? Keith Bettag said we have 51 people watching. Mike said a guy can't say hello without the boys starting. It's true. It's very
I just read what you wrote, brother.
I mean, seriously, Mike, you know the audience, brother. I mean, what are you gonna say? Let's see. Mega Fred is in the chat. We did talk about the music. We got in there. Meathead is in there. Meat Cranium Barbecue Review. He's on vacation, but he's saying hi. Welcome, brother. All right. Oh, Louise from the Salt and Pepper, my Ninja Foodie master, my sensei, the one I go to for Ninja Foodie. Have you checked her out, Mel?
Just recently. I had seen her actually in the hot seat, and so I subscribed to her just recently. Yeah,
she is all about the Ninja Foodie, knows everything about it and more. Michelle Turner is another one that's a big Ninja Foodie fan. They're from Life from the Camper, so definitely doing big things. Louise is killing it on her channel. She's almost to 4,000 subscribers, and I think she's at 3,800 or something like that. And I found her just a couple months ago, and she had like 200. Man, she blew up. She's gonna be too bougie for us pretty soon, for sure. All right, cool. Ken, you didn't have anything else, right?
Well, I do have one more from Mamaka of 2.
All right, go for it.
She wants to know, Mel, what's your biggest hurdle in starting your in your channel?
Probably 2 things. So the first was just actually doing it, because it sounded kind of crazy to start with. It's like, what? No, I'm not going to do that. Like, that sounds ridiculous. So just finally making the decision to just go ahead and do it. And then the second hurdle is, since I'm just doing this for fun, technology has really been a hurdle. because I'm using really old equipment and I'm not spending a lot of money to make it easier and faster. So it can take me so long to put out a video. So I'd say those were the two biggest when just like getting started and everything.
I cannot disagree with you at all on either one of them two. I got prodded by some Ohio hillbilly to start mine. So
and maybe look at you now, dude.
Yeah, look at me now. I'm with some guy from California. Yay me.
Your life is so much better from knowing me and doing this. So
no, but it is better from meeting everybody on the hot seat.
Hey.
Just saying.
Why can't you just give me one time and just be like, you know, you're right. You have improved my life, CJ. And
Release
that cricket.
Release. Mrs. CJ, I love you.
Oh my God. All right. Whatever. She says hi, boyfriend. Let's see here. Easy Bake Barbecue's in the house. Thank you for putting her channel link in there. Guys, just a reminder, hit show more in the description. You have our guests channel link, our co-hosts, my channel link, and all our moderators and Keith Bettag. So make sure you give everybody a sub if you're not already. So let's see here. I see Food for Men is in there. What's up, brother? Daddy Cooks is in there. Jim Littler. And someone said, hey, T-Roy. So I don't know. I didn't see T-Roy in there, but if you're here, T-Roy, welcome, brother. Cheers to you. All right. Let's get back to my questions since Kent was so dang rude to me. Oh, make me feel better. All right. So what got you started doing the YouTube?
It's a pretty long story. So, because I never anticipated doing this ever. It all started when I was looking for a new deep fryer, I think in 2016. So that is when I came across air frying. And I had never heard of air frying, and so I started Googling it like I do with everything and just trying to find YouTube videos about air frying because I was like, okay, well, it sounds great, but it sounds too good to be true, all that kind of stuff. So I really wanted to look into it. And that is when I started watching Cooking with Doug. And he primarily does air fryers and gadget videos. And he was one of the first ones that I saw that did consistent air fryer videos. So I started watching him all the time. And then I found Booger. And then I found Christy. And it just kind of spiraled from there. And then I was making meals in my air fryer like every day. And I would send them to my family. I would send pictures to my family. And I was literally a walking infomercial for air fryers. My husband used to make fun of me because he said, you know, some people knit, some people run. You apparently air fry as a hobby. And I really took it on as a hobby, and it was really fun. And then a couple months after that, I really got into pressure cooking. And there weren't a whole lot of channels that I knew of that were just doing air fryers and pressure cooking and things like that. There were definitely a few out there, but I just really wanted to share it with the world because everybody was probably sick of me in my family, friends. I was a walking infomercial for all that stuff, and I loved just sharing really easy meals because I was like, this is life-changing. How fast you can get good food out. I just felt was really life-changing. And so then after watching all the YouTube videos, I started to say, hey, that looks kind of fun. And I had made YouTube videos when I was getting my master's for occupational therapy. For some of our projects, we actually had to make YouTube videos. Like I made an adapted cutting board that people could make instead of buy and things like that. And so that's how it all got started. I said, I think I could do that, and it looks fun. So that's how I started into the YouTube world.
Right on. What do you think about that Ninja Foodie over the air fryers?
So to me, it's not. I don't like one necessarily more than the other. It's always like, what's the right tool for the job? And I really love the Foodie. It's great. And I think it's awesome if there's anything that you want to pressure cook and then crisp at the end. I feel like that's really what the job is for the Ninja Foodie, because you can combine the two. But it air fries just as great as all the other air fryers. Pressure cooks just as great. So I really like it.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I started off doing a bunch of stuff that were kind of like pressure cook, air crisp, but there's, you know, a lot more stuff you can do with it for sure. So, you know, today I was shooting a video, like a comparison. I did a tri-tip on my barbecue outside my Weber kettle, and I did one in the foodie, and I didn't pressure cook it because it would have just destroyed the meat. Oh. And, you know, seared it, air crisp it, and I put it a little side by side. It's hard to tell the difference between the two. Obviously, when you taste it, it's a bit different, but it still looked beautiful, tasted great. But I figured to give people an option. So I've been trying to find ways to bring the outside in using that foodie. So a lot of stuff I've been doing in the foodie has been barbecue wise. You know, I want to give people that are you know, buried in snow right now that can't get out to the grill, like Dan from SmokeyGoodness is saying he's buried all the time. Well, you know, something like this, you at least, you know, scratch that itch a little bit for sure. See here, Cooking with Corey's in the house. How you doing? T-Roy, I do see you're in there, brother. Welcome, man. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for everything you did on Monday and all the support for us and me and Harriet talking. So it's a great time for sure. I'm so glad I got to meet Harry. He was such a good dude for sure. All right. So how long have you been doing the channel?
I started, I want to say, I think July 2017. So going on 2 years.
Right on. So you've had enough time to get your feet wet with it. So if someone came up to you brand new, just want to set out, got their air fryer or whatever, what piece of advice are you giving somebody that's brand new at this?
It's the same that I think a lot of channels give when you ask this question, you know, but I really feel like it's just do it. Because, you know, it's amazing. Sometimes you never know what will catch on, because there are people that don't have good video equipment, don't have good presentation, and somehow they end up with 1 million subscribers.
Right.
And you're like, what?
Still using the iPhone the whole bit, for sure.
It never makes sense. So it's like, if you want to share something with the world, I think it's just such a cool platform. It doesn't cost you anything, and you just get to share what you want with the world. And then I had no idea this amazing community existed. You know, thinking about YouTube, I was like, oh gosh, I'm gonna get a bunch of troll comments. Like, people on the internet are just harsh. They can be evil. And so that was my expectation. So then I had no idea this YouTube cooks community or just YouTube creator community existed in general. So definitely just do it, no matter what the obstacles are.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You just got to get going, and I think that's huge. That's solid advice. What are you using for your editing equipment and your filming?
It's hilarious. So the camera I got back in 2013, and it's called a Samsung DB300F. And the only reason I got it is because it has a front-facing feature. So that when you're shooting, you can just select to see yourself. And so I always thought that was really helpful. Nice. And then my editing is still the Movie Maker, the one that isn't even supported anymore, like Movie Maker Windows before 10. Nice. So that's what I was talking about when it's a barrier, because like I have to like load all of my pictures, all the videos, all that kind of stuff, and then load it again into Movie Maker. So it's a long process. But
yeah, I'm with you. But it's been fun trying to learn something new for sure, and you know, kind of step out of the comfort zone. You know, doing the cooking's one thing, being in front of the camera is another thing, but actually putting it together on the back end, that's a bit of work for sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I got a couple more people that jumped in the chat, so I want to shout them out. See Jane, Never Trust a Skinny Chef, Soul Food Cooking, Rod D, Jim from Suburban Barbecue, RC from ICT, and Cooking with Corey, who just dropped the $20 chat, super shot chat, because he wants to see you drink, Mel. So
Can I tell my story about today?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, let's cheers it up real quick. Cheers.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we've had this scheduled, I think, since November.
Right.
And for some reason, all of a sudden today, I had to go home from work. They made me go home because I was white and paler. And I almost didn't make it home, and I got sick. So here I am rocking it out like a champ, drinking tequila, trying to make it through. So I probably won't be drinking too much, but this tastes so good, I can't help it.
Well, way to power through. You know, some people think tequila is medicinal, so you never know.
It's really
it's good. Yeah, I like that the margarita you made on that little promo video. It looked so dang tasty for sure.
I'll definitely make it again.
Yeah, definitely. See Alicia from Best Bites Forever, who started the super shot trend. She's the evil culprit.
Oh, I don't even say her name.
She said, "Dang tequila."
I'm still hungover from when she was on.
That's why I got smart and picked something frozen or semi-frozen. I can't do shots of this.
I think you should power through the brain freeze. All right, so let's get back to the questions here. I think we caught up everybody in the chat. Cookie McCoy, thanks again for the super shot. Much appreciated. All right, so funniest thing that has happened while you were filming that we didn't get to see in the final edits.
I'm just a klutz. So
Nice.
like half the time I'm going to pour in an ingredient and I drop the whole thing on the floor. And so and my reactions, are just always obviously genuine because it's happening in the moment. So those are the funny ones. And then also just my husband's reaction half the time to me. Sometimes he'll sneak around the corner when I'm making videos and just give me this look like, you are insane and you are so corny because, just like of how you have to like be on kind of when you're, I don't know, doing stuff. And so his face is often pretty good.
I get the same thing too. I get the comments or the look around the camera, like, did you really just say that?
Yeah.
So, I'm with you. I had someone singing "Everything is Awesome" after I said "awesome" a few too many times, which, by the way, I rewatched Harry C's interview. Kent, you should have stopped me or texted me. I said "awesome" every other 5 words. Like, everything was just awesome that day. I was so like excited, like giddy as a schoolgirl. So,
you really think I'm going to stop you from making an ass of yourself?
Yeah, kind of was hoping. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I'll work on it, but I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I'm surprised it didn't start a drinking game in the chat every time CJ says awesome.
Oh, that would have been awesome. See? There you go. Yeah. Hobo said I was a #fanboy. Yeah, I was. It took me a hot second to kind of get my bearings there. Like it was just insane. I had such a great time. And just watching, like we were walking up, his garage is open so we could see all the trophies and checks and all that stuff, $10,000, big old check things. It was freaking awesome. See? Awesome. All right, so Tom's Food Factory threw another super shot in there for medicine tequila. So, Kent, you got to put together. You ready?
I hate Tom.
Everybody hates Tom. I don't know.
Face it out, Tom.
Tom and Corey, greatest offenders. Cheers, guys. Oh, good stuff. Did you really just choke that out, buddy? T-Roy said Hurricane Harry. That's funny. Yeah, it was like Harry was JT or something. Oh, it was right up there for sure. See, Keith Bettag, we got 62 in the chat. Thank you. If I took a shot every time I said awesome, I would be on the floor within the first half hour, I'm sure. All right. Okay, so this is hey Ken Rogers, how you doing, brother? This is Smokey Joe's Pit Barbecue. Welcome. If you got this is group chat play along. My favorite question: if Hollywood was going to make a movie about you and your channel and your family, whatever, who's playing you?
There's a couple of people that I could think of. One obviously would be Melissa Joan Hart. Because not only do we share,
I like that.
You know, but we kind of have some similarities in how we look. I don't know, maybe like Drew Barrymore or Meg Ryan. Who knows?
I can see Drew. That was my answer, Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan. All right, let's see if anybody in the chat wants to throw their name into their thoughts into the chat. Drew Barrymore. There you go. All right, so you got an agreement there. All right, we'll come.
That's Shane. It doesn't count.
Shane doesn't count. All right. Well, Shane is a past guest. I feel like he should count a little bit. Meg Ryan, Scarlett Johansson. Hey, I can see that. There you go. The blonde on Hee Haw. I can't remember her name. Goldie Hawn. Melissa Joan Hart. There you go. Britney Spears. Leslie Bibb. Who's Leslie Bibb? Gwyneth Paltrow or whatever. Thanks. That clears it up.
Mega Fred said Christina Applegate.
All right, I can see that. T-Roy says he likes Meg Ryan. All right, cool. Pound Sand Kent. That came from Shane. That's not very nice. Let's see here. All right, so we got a pretty good consensus that it's Drew Barrymore and Meg Ryan. So good stuff. Something about Mary Jake. Cameron Diaz. There you go.
There you go.
Keep your hair flat. Don't let it in. All right. So this is kind of like a twofold kind of question here. What's kept you going? What's kept you on the grind? You've been obviously almost 2 years now. And then what's the end result? What are we hoping to do here?
So I think where I'm going and what I'm doing with my channel is quite a bit different than what a lot of other people are doing, because I try to just put out a video when I am inspired to do so. Something that strikes my mind, and I'm like, okay, well, I just want to make a video on this. Or, and then also, I mean, just definitely the community has kept me going too. It's so fun to be a part of, and everybody inspires everybody else. So it's like, I might see a video and then say, ooh, I want to do that. And, that'll keep sparking things too. It also definitely pushes me to be better, because when I started, I was like, I'm not going to worry about all that fancy editing. I'm not going to worry about all that kind of stuff. But then it's like, you see people that are really doing it well, and you're kind of like, ooh, that looks really interesting. I want to try that. So obviously I haven't like burnt myself out. To the opposite, I haven't produced enough, obviously, because I think it's like 2 years and I have like 30 videos. Nice. But I don't want to force myself to do a YouTube video.
Right.
And that's hard, because I think to gain a lot of traction, you really do need to, release consistently, and that's what people want. But I just kind of have to make that decision while my family life and relaxing after work and all that kind of stuff is more important than making sure I'm pushing out a video. So end goal isn't really, to become famous or get 1 million subscribers. Of course, that'd be awesome.
Of course.
It would be fun too to get involved enough in it to where equipment could be paid for or something like that, so that it would be an easier process, because then I would probably make more videos. And then also, my somewhat adopted sister, she is an Instagram influencer. She quit her job as a teacher. She makes anywhere from like $500 to $700 a post.
Oh, wow.
So she's living it. Like, being an Instagram influencer is her job, and seeing that side of it also makes me not really want to go that route, because it does become just another job in some ways, where, she's sometimes complaining like, oh, I have to do 3 shoots next week, and I'm not even really that passionate about these. But that's hard, because if someone's going to pay you $500 to say, hey, go buy this product, it's going to be really hard to turn down and to stop that cycle.
Definitely.
So kind of watching that experience, I necessarily am not looking for that. And then also it's hard too, because I worked so hard to get to where I'm at with my job, that it's like, it is my dream job. So it's not like I would want YouTube to replace my job. But so yeah, just having fun.
But I do see that you're over 800 subscribers, so you're pretty dang close to the 1,000 threshold. So guys, Jason or any of the moderators, if you want to put her link in the chat, let's try to push her at least to like 850 tonight, and we'll just keep pushing it to get to 1,000 soon. And you know, hey, once you hit that 1,000, the 4,000 hours, that takes care of itself. Let's see here, Pavy Project, how you doing? Good to see you in there. Smoking Jazz Barbecue, I saw you jump into. Welcome, brother. So guys, again, click that link. Make sure you subscribe to Mel while she's taking her tequila to the head. All right. That's my last question for this section. We're about 40 minutes into it. You still doing okay? All right, cool. Let me know if you're having a tough time.
You'll know.
Last thing we want is anybody to get sick from being sick on the hot seat. If they get sick from, drinking.
Right.
All right. So Tom's Food Factory, no super shot. I just dropped $20 in there. Kent's Harry Sue Class Fund. All right, nice.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you, buddy. We're going to need a lot more 20s to get Kent to Harry Sue's house in LA.
Yeah, because the hot seat corporation's got to pick up the airfare and per diem. So
they got per diem. You're going to a house to learn barbecue. You're going to have food there. You don't need a per diem.
I'm coming to your house and drinking all your booze then.
There's plenty. Clearly, we got you. All right, man. Kent, take over, man. I need a.
All right. I have two here from Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin. The first one is he wants to say thank you for watching his non-cooking videos. And then he wants to know what, Mel, is your favorite fast food burger place?
So one thing that I should say too is I do consider myself equally or even more sometimes. I am wholeheartedly like 50% or more a YouTube supporter. I love watching YouTube videos of people in the community, and I don't know, that's what I do instead of watch TV now. So I just love watching everybody's videos. And then fast food is really hard because we actually eat a lot of fast food. It's funny because I love to cook, but on a daily basis, we've gotten used to eating a lot of fast food. It's probably going to be hotly debated. I don't have a lot of options around here, but I do really like McDonald's burgers.
We're in the same neck of the woods. We talked about that earlier. We don't have. I have to drive really far for even like a White Castle or anything like that. So we have McDonald's, Burger King, and then some more local chains. But but sometimes if I haven't had a cheeseburger in a long time, I will crave a McDonald's cheeseburger when I don't crave any other cheeseburgers. So fair enough. Oh wait, that's not what I'm supposed to say. I'm supposed to say awesome. Sorry. Got to help a guy out, All right. My Backyard Life wants to know, what kind of chickens do you have?
They are called Asa Browns, which is basically, I think, just more of like it's kind of sad to say, but more of like a factory produced chicken. So they're bred for being hardy and for being super egg producers and things like that. So they're just a regular brown backyard chickens. So started with 4. One got eaten. It was really sad by a raccoon. So yeah, so now we have 3.
Well, if you're still around for the hangouts afterwards, remind me. I got a great raccoon story for you. So, all right. Next one is from Soul Food. Paul, you're a jackass. God, did you see that, CJ?
Yeah, I don't know how this discount code is going around. But
you know what? It may or may not have got leaked out this week what the discount code is, but I cannot. I probably shouldn't say it right now.
can't confirm or deny. But we like Paulie Q in there, so Paulie, cheers to you, brother.
Paulie's one of the old brothers, so I might get fired if I say what the discount code is.
Thanks, Paul. That was a good time. Good times have all, brother. All right, get back to your questions.
All right. Soul food cooking. What do you know now about YouTube, Mel, that you wish you knew when you started?
The time. The time that you would spend and how it can become all-consuming as far as all leisure activities. It's just, especially because I really try hard to watch everybody's video from start to finish. Because, you know, I just really like doing that, and it can just be a lot of time and a lot of time to make the videos and edit them and everything like that. So definitely the time, and then definitely the amazing community that I had no idea existed.
I agree. It can be very consuming.
It doesn't have to be. I mean, you know, some people don't do YouTube that way, but it's just hard when you really start to seem to form relationships with all these people that you've never even met before. And it's just like, you're like, why not support each other and continue to watch? So
yeah, I'm headed down to Florida in about 6 weeks, and I'm hoping to meet up with meet Cranium, meet up with Kris, meet up with Mark from Sawstash, and Shane from Never Trust a Skinny Chef. So they're all within about an hour. And Hobo, what's his name? It's escaping me. Tipsy Walk. He is hilarious. So.
Hold on, I gotta interrupt. No, James, that is not the coupon code. That'll make you charge twice.
Only on the left coast. That's a 3-for-1 in Iowa.
Oh, of course.
Just saying.
Sometimes you pay extra for that in Vegas. Let's see here. I see Matt Horse Barbecue Brian's in there, and Tom's in there. Tom Horseman, how you doing, brother? I think. Did we miss any more people jump in? I hate it when I miss people. Tipsy Walk is super funny. I love that guy. Cooking with Corey got put on timeout.
No, he almost got deleted. I almost hit the wrong button.
Nice.
He said the coupon code was Iowa sucks, but you know he's a Nebraska Bug Eater fan. So
got it. Raleigh Smoke, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. Trump was a mile from you yesterday. That sounds like fun. Smokey Joe's Pit Barbecue. This interview is awesome. Very true. Let's see here. Chef's in the house. I miss Chef.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Welcome, Chef. How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
And we have the Horseman duo in the chat.
Yeah, I just said hi to them. All right, cool. The coupon code.
Like I listened to you.
I know. I understand.
One thing I forgot to tell you, Mel. Phil from Daddy Cooks wanted me to say hi to you. He put a comment in.
Phil.
So, and that is all I have for right now, CJ.
All right.
Get back to work, you bum.
I know. I had to put it on mute. We had a mass stampede of people running by because they're done with the schooling that's being going on right now. Hey, Brian from Matt House Barbecue just dropped a super chat. He didn't say whether it was a super shot or not, so I don't know. What do you think? Should we give it to him?
Well, like you said, it is a former guest on the hot seat.
All right, we'll give him the credit. Cheers.
I think it should be $29.95 because he's a damn Vikings fan.
Nice. All right, Enzo, what's up, brother? How you doing? Son of a pizza man, welcome. I'm calling it. It's a super shot. Well, if Miss Booger said so, then there you go.
Oh, yeah. If Booger says it, it's truth, you know.
Man, it's a little rough tonight. Man.
That iced tea going down the wrong pipe.
Yeah. Yeah, man, the iced tea's rough. Yeah. Let's see, Mega Fred. Cheers, brother. Oh, my goodness. I just choked. Choking on whiskey is a good time. All right, let's get to the home cooking questions. Are you still holding up all right? Just making sure. All right. Who taught you how to cook?
I don't really know how to answer that one because I would just have to say my mom and my dad. And also my grandparents a little bit, but there weren't ever a whole lot of formal cooking lessons or anything like that. It's just, you know, observational and being in the kitchen with them. And then I just took an interest in cooking ever since, you know, I was younger.
Sorry.
And I was like, I think 12, and I was making my parents' anniversary dinner. I don't know why they let me, but I made like sweet and sour chicken from scratch or something like that. And so I just always been into cooking, and my mom and I, every day in the summer, you know, we would always watch Food Network. So I definitely grew up on Food Network as well. So just always a huge interest in food, a huge interest in different types of food too, especially because my parents had lived pretty much all over the country. And so they feel a little stifled here where we don't have a lot of ethnic food options or anything like that. So anytime we'd go on family vacations, it was always about exploring new foods. Just food is just a huge part of our life, basically.
Right on. I'm with you on that completely. So you don't have to have one specific person in your life. You know, influences come from all over. So one of the guests or one of the Chad said I was choking on a Malibu Bay Breeze. Rally Smoke said that, but James got my back and said he loves Malibu Bay Breeze. So there you go. Sue's Dogs said, well, keep up the good work, Mel. All right, who's that young stallion that just said?
Hi, I'm the husband. I'm Steve. I'm the lucky one that gets to eat all this awesome food that she makes.
Right on, right on. Welcome, welcome. Everybody say hi to Steve in the chat. See Muscle Car Appraisal, welcome. Good to see you. All right. So anybody, if you have questions for Mel or Steve, because Steve's joined us. Steve, what you guys think you're drinking on there?
No, I'm good. Just water. The good stuff.
All right, so no super shots for Steve. Everybody staying high in the chat. Let's see here. Phil from Daddy Cook said we're lucky that he can't do super chats from parts unknown because he just got a bonus today. So he's itching to spend some of that bonus. So welcome. We have a request, Steve. People are asking if you would play some music.
I don't know about that tonight. I think they can check out my band online, though, if they want to see a little preview.
All right.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to save myself. I got a few practices for the weekend. I got to practice tomorrow for a band I play bass in and Saturday for a wedding band. So, yeah, I think I'm going to save myself for that. But, yeah, if you want to check out my stuff online, feel free. My band is called Ask Me Anything. So, yeah, it might be a little hard to find because of the name. Yeah, I know we kind of made Reddit famous. So, but check it out. You might like it. You might not. So.
All right. What's the website name?
We don't have a website. You can find us on YouTube, though.
I think one of the easiest ways to search it is Ask Me Anything Species with Amnesia, because that's the album title. And so they're on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. So they're on all the different platforms, and it usually just comes up that way.
Okay. Well, one of my moderators, Jason from Easy Bay Barbecue, is pretty good at searching stuff out. So hopefully he can jump in there and find you guys and throw the link in the chat. See here. Mike Montoya, how you doing, brother? Hobo, we're not giving – Daddy Cooks doesn't give a discount, man. He got a bonus. We should be charging him twice. All right, come on now. Let's see here. Ask Hobo anything? No one wants to ask Hobo anything. All right, cool. So what's your favorite thing to cook?
It's pretty easy. I'm a sucker for pasta. I just love it. Anything related to pasta. I could eat it every day. I could cook it every day. It's just my favorite.
All right. Jason just messaged me. Say the YouTube name for your husband again.
So ask me anything and then species with amnesia.
Species. Okay, there you go. Jason, if you didn't get it that time, we'll catch it on the reef. All right. Okay. You have a signature dish that everybody comes to you. Steve, what's the favorite thing you like her to make for you?
Oh, man, I'm gonna be honest. It's a little boring for people, but I like tacos. I really do.
Ain't nothing wrong with tacos at all.
That's my favorite.
What makes her so good? What's her specialty on that?
We have it down to a science.
I would say the shells. She does the shells really well for me. I like corn shells, but she fries them up for me, and I don't know, they're just something about them. Tastes really good for me. I'm
telling you, man, with a fried up corn shell in a vat of grease, there ain't nothing better than that. So I'm with you. Very cool. Let's see. Oh, all right. So we've learned about what you can make for drinking on there. What is your favorite go-to drink? Steve takes you out on the night of the town. Money's no object. What's going in your glass at dinner?
One of my favorite things is really a margarita. I've always just really liked tequila. I know a lot of people have bad experiences with it, so they never drink it again.
Nice. Me. Straight up me.
But I've always just loved tequila, and it's one of my favorites. Not a big wine person. I kind of have a little bit of a tragic story because when I turned 21, somehow my body rejected alcohol in general. And I wouldn't know what was going to cause it. So I could drink a beer and be sick for the whole next day and never have gotten drunk or anything. So
Hobo put the country song in there. Tequila makes her clothes come off. I actually just heard that the other day on the old country station.
I really like a margarita. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I would order that I really like. I don't know.
Seems like your favorite.
Oh,
Steve, what about you, brother?
Let's have cider.
Yeah, I like ciders. I like Dr. Pepper and Captain Morgan. That's pretty good too.
Never tried that, but I definitely will. I'm with you on the hard ciders. I love Ace pineapple cider. And,
ooh, I'll have to try that one.
You gotta try it. It's so good. If anytime you see me drinking a beer on any of my videos or on this, it's usually one of the Ace pineapple ciders because it comes in a brown bottle. It looks like a real beer, so I look manly while I drink my cider. So let's see here. Tom's Food Factory dropped another super shot in there for Mel's tequila. So Mel, take a sip of your drink. Kent, are you acknowledging this one? He's got it ready to go. T-Roy says, I like watermelon wine. Nothing wrong with that. You do you, boo-boo.
I don't mind wine. That was one that really always made me sick. So I don't experiment too much with it.
I tried to get into wine because everybody, loves to go wine tasting, and it's a whole thing, especially here in Southern California. Excuse me. And I can't get into it. I don't really like drinking while I eat anyway. So even if we're out having a nice meal, I'm still getting a soda or a glass of water with my food. So freaking Hobo. All right, kid, go ahead and read that one out, buddy.
No.
Daddy
Cook's side of my previous super shot.
All right. Yeah, we got one more, Mel. Get the drink up.
Sometimes I like to eat the frozen part.
Don't get brain freeze on here.
I know, and it's melting, so now I'm in trouble.
Alicia from Best Bites Forever says she can get anyone into wine. She's a bad influence. Clearly, she's a bad influence. She's the one that got us drinking so heavily on these freaking hot seats.
She is the devil.
She is the devil.
She should have red hair instead of purple.
Oh, we love Alicia's hair. Come on. All right. Last question. We'll go to King. Christy's Cooking Channel's lifetime question. What's the best thing you've ever made and the worst thing you've ever made? And it doesn't have to be on video, just through your lifetime.
That's so hard. I mean, how do you keep track of the best thing or the worst thing? I would say a long time ago, first try right out the gate, I really made some really good chicken cordon bleu from scratch, like pounded the chicken out and just made it from scratch, and it worked out perfectly. And breading is usually not my forte, so I was really excited about that. I'm sure there's other ones. I just really can't think of the best thing that I've ever made. The worst thing's kind of easy, I would say, because when I first tried my hand at homemade bread, it was kind of a disaster. It was just like this sticky, blobby mess that I ended up putting in the oven just to see what would happen. And when I took it out, it was like as hard as a brick. And so I would say that I'm not a baker by any means. Some stuff comes out just fine, but I still have not perfected bread. So.
All right, that's all right. I try to stay away from the baking. That stuff's good. It's too precise for me.
Yeah, I'm not a precise person, and I'm really like impatient with my food. So I'm like, 3 hours to rise? What? No, like so I try to like do the shortcuts, and it doesn't work or something like that.
The extent of my baking is popping the little croissant tube from Pillsbury Farm. Let's see here. Cooking with Corey says, got to bounce. Thanks again for the super chats, Corey. Love you, brother. Stephanie, how you doing? Good to see you in there. And James from Edmond claiming, dude, we need to drink together. Boone's Farm and Purple Passion. You know, you're speaking my language, brother.
Wow, that's back in the day.
Little Strawberry Hill. Stop.
I was like, I know I'm really young, but that's bringing me back.
Yeah. Boone's Farm, Strawberry Hill. Give me the shudders just thinking about it. All right, let's see here. Yeah, we got the link for Steve's channel in there a couple of times. So Jason Booger got it in there, and I think someone else did too. So I think we got his link covered. So hopefully Steve got some new subscribers tonight for sure.
Thank you.
Right on. All right, Kent, knock yourself out, man. Get those questions in.
All right. The first thing is your cousin from Mississippi, Ernie Lee, says you better be nice or he's going to bring up the Apple story.
I think it's bad. I just don't remember it.
Fair enough. I asked for a little more information, never got any, and then they had to split. So I was like, dang it. I was hoping for a little background on that from him. So, all right. T. Roy Cooks wants to know what would be your next piece of equipment you are thinking to get to help your channel.
That's a good question. I don't have anything lined up yet. I think I always think about a new camera, but just for a little cheap camera from 2014, 2013, I'm always actually pretty impressed with what it can do. So definitely probably a new camera. And then I also struggle. One of the other reasons that I can't produce a lot of videos is because I use natural light most of the time, and that's really hard in Michigan. So the whole winter I couldn't really make videos because it's like I get home at 4 o'clock and the sun's down at 6. So I definitely need to get more lighting. And then since he's a producer and a sound person, you know, he cringes when he hears my openings because there's no sound traps, there's no, you know,
there's nothing to absorb the sound, so it echoes a lot.
And so we know that sounds kind of amateur and stuff like that. So definitely maybe like a mic that goes with the camera and stuff like that. So that's not really an answer because it's kind of everything. But yeah, so definitely all those things are on the wish list.
One thing, I totally agree with you on the lighting. My wife found a 48-foot LED rope light called Daylight for $15 at a Walmart on clearance.
Oh, that's cool.
That you could staple, you know, with the handyman staples above you to help during the winter months. Give that a try. And then also, if you know somebody who does music, maybe he could play you something for your intros, you know.
Yeah, I got it. I need to get on that for sure, because he's always, you know, because we've always talked about that, maybe using something from his band for outros or intros, but it'd be cool probably if it had different lyrics or, you know, just fit more with the channel. Or
I didn't know if that would be cheesy since I'm the husband. You know what I mean? Like,
you know, if you don't know anybody in your neck of the woods, get a hold of Chef Johnny at Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. He's got a guy down there that does his music that's really good. So just saying. Sorry to
we'll give it a go.
All right. Enzo, son of a pizza man, wants to know, what is your favorite pizza dish or pizza recipe, should I say?
He thinks I'm kind of a weirdo because I like the more toppings, the better. So I mix crazy things like,
I think that's weird.
like I put like pineapple, ham, mushrooms, Alfredo sauce. I just really like to change it up as much as possible because we do have pizza a lot. So I get pretty tired of just pepperoni or pepperoni and sausage. So I really like Alfredo sauce on pizza.
I got one for you to try. My stepdad from Chicago originally introduced it over here in Iowa. It's Italian sausage, Canadian bacon, and pineapple. And then if you like sauerkraut, you can put that on there too.
I have never heard of that.
Well,
that's
we
rough.
have a pizza chain, and basically the Canadian bacon and pineapple is called a sweet swine. But when you add the Italian sausage to it, oh my God, it's awesome.
It sounds good. I would try
it. Beans on the pizza, pineapple on the chili. That's not right. Okay, you got a shot ready. Mad Horse Barbecue dropped the super shot again.
Again?
Again. Let's see here. Get it together.
Brian, you're killing me, dude.
We
right.
appreciate you, Brian. You're the best.
Here's for the guy to the north of me who's probably cold too.
Good times had by all the night. Oh, that Brian does not like sauerkraut on his pizza.
I see that. My mom is a big sauerkraut fan, so she always wanted my stepdad to try it, and he's like, "No, you leave my damn pizza alone." So
I love the idea of Alfredo in there, and
yeah, I do too. Shrimp
and bacon. You know, I'm all of that. When you get the kraut or the artichoke hearts and all that stuff, not so much. But let's see here. Rockin' Raffy's in the house. What's up, Rockin' Raffy? Chef John from Cast Iron Skillet. How you guys doing? Hope Rebecca's well too. Who am I missing? I think that kind of catches us all up. Why does that get a pin flip? What I do now?
You're interrupting me again.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's my
Chef John says he can use one of them shots right now. Feel free to take some for us. It's starting to hurt. I'm not feeling well. I might have to leave before you, Mel. So
please feel free at any time.
Oh God! You said you were done.
No, I didn't say I was done.
You did. I heard you.
No. Have another shot. You'll hear me better.
You want to be done? Hurry up. Does anyone like tequila? Yeah, Mel likes tequila, Stephanie. Go ahead, Kent.
Okay. This comes from Smokin' Joe's Pit BBQ. And it's pretty much his lifetime question now. Well, first of all, do you own any smokers, Mel, or not?
The unofficial answer is no. But I got my dad a little master-built electric smoker last summer, and I have been the one pushing him to try it. So it's kind of like my little project because he's been a Weber kettle charcoal guy his whole life. He never really smoked anything on the grill, but just grilling in general. So I don't know that he had too much interest in it, but last year for Father's Day, it was like a good deal because I'm also obsessed with QVC. That's my other pastime is watching shopping networks and buying things. And so I got him a master built smoker, and we tried some ribs on it this summer, and it was just a lot of fun, and it was good. And I think it's really funny because I do watch a lot of barbecuing and smoking channels. And so I've never actually, smoked or barbecued anything in my life, but I feel like I have all this knowledge that I've gained from everybody's videos that I do want to try that out, but it's definitely intimidating to me. So
I think Jason Easy Bake Barbecue has a similar smoker to that. And, when I first started smoking, I started out on a Brinkman bullet smoker that was electric. So, to me, it's what everybody. What's that?
I said, and I know it's hard because there's a lot of opinions. People have pretty strong absolutes about like no electric, no gas, no, charcoal. So it's kind of hard. So I'm definitely not anywhere in there. I just was like anything to get into the smoking world. So
the way I look at it is if you're doing it backyard for family and friends, it doesn't matter what you have. Just learn what you have and go with it from there. The ones that say, no electric, no propane, blah, blah, blah. That's the competition cookers, which I fall into. But, if you're doing it backyard for your family and friends, hell, put a little side smoker box on your gas grill, light one burner. Everybody's got to start somewhere, right, CJ?
I'm with you, brother.
So,
do you see what your buddy, your hillbilly from Ohio did to you?
No, he didn't do it. He didn't do it to me.
Oh, it's just me.
Yeah, it's just you. But you know me, I'm a team player.
Tomorrow's gonna suck.
Another one?
Yeah, Hobo.
Hey, I don't know if any of my coworkers are watching. I don't think they are, but it's like I left sick today, so I don't really have to be back tomorrow because I was sick today.
Atta girl, I like your attitude.
That's a solid attitude right there. Oh,
all right.
I'm calling in sick tomorrow too.
You call in sick and work from home every Friday. Don't give me that crap.
They're like, CJ, they're starting to be a pattern.
Say that one more time.
I said they're like, CJ, they're starting to be a pattern, we notice.
Yeah, but luckily I'm the boss, so it's okay. I wish you could work from home too, buddy, but you can't fix trucks in that garage like that, can you?
No, I might be able to back a trailer. Well, no, the door ain't high enough. I'm screwed. I gotta show up, hungover or not.
Exactly.
All right, I got one more question, if that's all right with you.
I'm
or
cool.
Are you
with
going to interrupt my ass again?
50-50, man. You never know.
Johnny Maggs. There you go. All right. Bill from Chicken Fried Barbecue wants to know, Mel, or what is your favorite barbecue dish?
I really love ribs. I think ribs are probably my favorite. What about you?
Those ribs.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you'd be more like pulled pork.
Yeah, the second was pulled pork for sure, but I really like good ribs. I think that's my favorite.
Ribs for the win. I love that. Chicken fried barbecue just said that.
Yeah, you can't.
I love them too. I'm with you guys.
You can't go wrong with a good. And you know what? You get the debate between spare and baby back. Oh, there. A good rib's a good rib. Even better one's a beef rib.
It's usually baby backs around here, I would say. Like that's more common, but and I also like, you know, like the vinegar sauce or the sweet barbecue sauce. So I like both of those. So it's kind of a toss up. Sometimes I like to have one of both.
See, that's weird. Here in Iowa, it's 95% St. Louis spare ribs. It's baby backs if you're in a pinch because they cook quicker, but most of the time it's St. Louis cut here. So maybe when I come out in July, I'll have to. I'm taking a trailer out anyway on the trip we talked about pre-show. Maybe I'll have to pack a smoker in there and.
There you go.
Meet up with you guys.
We got to interrupt. Booger said we're 2 shots behind. We are not 2 shots behind.
What?
There was a combined super shot from Hobo and Mad Horse Barbecue. That's the only one we're waiting on. And I need a moment. All right. So just take a moment. I'm keeping track. A little tick sheet over here.
Well, you know, Booger, she's on Florida time, so you never know what the hell's going on over there.
She's probably having a hot flash or something. She ain't counting right over there. Nah, we got Tom's. I'm making sure. I can't trust my moderators in the chat to keep track of my shots.
Well, there's probably one you can trust, and that's because he's at work.
So Jason, not only is he in charge of links, putting in there exchange rate Canadian equals 2. It's not a thing. No.
You're not in Canada, Booger. Get over it, eh?
Hobo said I've spent money on dumber shit.
I'll do anything for Booger. I love Booger.
Everybody loves Booger.
Most.
Gary from Food Porn Network. It's only 7. CJ, man up. It feels like it's a lot later than that. Louise from the Salted Pepper. I think she is a little bit on a delay because she's saying there's a ton of free music available on YouTube, and we were talking about music quite a while ago. So I think there's a bit of a delay on there, kid. All right, let's get Hobo and Brian's out of the way. Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't know. It's all melty.
Asshole.
Don't take a bigger drink then.
I liked eating them.
Nice. All right, we gotta hurry this thing up. I can't get any more drinks in. All right, did you get your last question out, Ken?
Actually, I have one for the gentleman here. Texas style barbecue and cuisine wants to know, Steve, what instruments do you play?
Well, I started out in percussion and band, so I played a lot of different drum instruments, xylophone, stuff like that. But I was really passionate about the guitar and then the bass, and play a little bit of keyboard. Yeah.
Ukulele.
Sure, the ukulele. So. Yeah.
We have a stand-up bass.
Yeah, got one of those. So I don't know, a lot of stringed instruments. I'm pretty natural with. So, but I like to write songs more than anything. So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of gravitated away from a lot of playing like guitar and stuff like that, and just more like with writing structures and producing songs as a whole, and just kind of writing lyrically and things like that. So I don't get to play too much anymore, except for the band that I play bass in right now. So.
You see Hobo's comment there, Kent?
Yeah, I did.
If he says flute at band camp, I'm gonna fall out of my chair.
No wind instruments. I wish I could actually play wind instruments and brass instruments more, but no, I was in percussion, so I wasn't really good at that stuff.
Right on.
And I'm okay with that.
Freaking Hobo.
Hobo being Hobo. Oh, boy.
Hobo being Hobo.
So let me ask you a question. What is on that shelf over your right shoulder?
Like, which one?
All those DVDs over here?
Ah, DVDs. Gotcha. I thought you said you don't watch that stuff anymore, Mel.
We collect DVDs. I'd say, how many do we have? Probably.
At least 500, I guess.
And probably more. And so yeah, so I'll like watch YouTube and stuff until a certain time, and then we almost always watch a movie at night. And it's so funny because it's that classic, like, it'll literally take us like hours to try to pick out something, and then we're like, we're just gonna go to bed now. So but yeah, movies are just like a huge passion that we love collecting. So
Jim from Suburban Barbecue said that's a lot of porn. Hobo said DVDs haven't made it to Iowa yet. Explain to Kent what they are.
No, you're right, Hobo. They skipped us. The DVDs went straight to Ohio, and we got the Blu-rays early. All right, that's all I have there, Mr. Boss Man.
All right, cool. Guys, we're coming up towards the end of my questions here, so if you have a couple more from Mel or Steve, make sure you guys throw them in the chat so Kate can get them on the way out. All right. You ready for this? I know you know these questions coming up.
I didn't think about it a lot.
3 channels you watch. 1 big, 1 small, and 1 you think should be bigger.
That is the one question that I had to think about because I don't have good answers for it.
Nice.
So it's really funny because when I was just a YouTube watcher, I would watch some of the really big channels. And then when I started being a creator, it was way more fun to watch people that didn't have the millions of supporters and things like that. Also because there's just usually more interaction with channels that are continuing to try to grow, and there sometimes, you know, people with 1 million subscribers or more, they don't respond, you know, which understandably, I don't know how you could keep up with that. But so the biggest channels that I watch are T-Roy, and then also I've never heard anybody mention Flo Lum. She was one of the first Instant Pot channels, and then she became kind of like the authority on Instant Pot, and so she is a really huge channel as well. There are so many channels that I think should be bigger. It's so hard. You know, I definitely think Booger, Christy, Mike at the Culinary Cookhouse, Lass's Food and Barbecue. So many. CJ, Kent. This might be a little salt in the wound, but I really have been impressed with what J Mac has been doing. I thought he's kind of like, it's fresh and new, and I thought that was really something cool. There's so many that I'm forgetting, but it's just hard because I feel like everybody that I support deserves to be bigger. So
clearly he's a punk. And there's no reason you should bring up his name in my presence anymore. But
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
You guys did awesome. You guys both did amazing, though. I thought that was, I didn't vote on that one because I think I was in and out, but I thought you guys both did amazing on that. So
yeah, he's a good dude for sure. I have no problem with it. I felt fine when I was done. Usually I'm pretty damn competitive, so if I lose, I get pretty damn fired up. but I was fine at the end. And, you know, I did the best I could. I've never made the dish before. So one other time I think I tried it. So I did the best I could. And that's all I feel. So
Mel, the truth is, he was afraid who he's going to have to face in the next round if he won.
Yeah, I don't want to say I threw it because I didn't want to go against Kent, but you never know, man. You never know.
I gotta get by Steve first. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. What he's doing is great. You know, I totally forgot Chef Alicia. I absolutely love her channel. I think it's so cool how much knowledge she always brings in when she's cooking a dish. It's always from that culinary perspective. So I always think that's really cool. There's just, I'm sure, so many that I'm forgetting, but I love you all.
Yeah, let's not talk about Alicia either. She's the one that made us start drinking so heavily. You know, I would have like a bottle of whiskey that would last a couple, you know, a few episodes. Now with these super shots, we're going through half a bottle or more because of Chef Alicia. Alicia, I see you. Started this. Oh, Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue said you forgot Smoking Joe's freaking Pit Barbecue. You need to watch him.
I forgot you.
All right, cool. Okay, if you could cook with anybody in history, alive or dead, who would it be?
I forgot about that one.
Well, that's good because you don't need to be prepared for the questions that I ask.
I wasn't prepared.
Come off the top of your head.
I know, but it's so hard because, like I said, I grew up with Food Network. You know, so
yeah,
lots of greats on there. Love Alton. You know, still love Rachel Ray because she is kind of what I always think of too when it's like quick meals that are really good but really fast too. So I thought that was cool that she brought that into there. Man, I don't know. That's hard. Anybody on Food Network, I'd have to say, would be awesome.
All right, no worries. You don't get graded on the edit, so don't worry. All right, so Hobo said he needs to do a live stream so he could drink half a bottle a night. Oh,
and get paid for it. He said.
Paid for it. Sorry, I missed that.
That's what I was laughing about. Sorry.
Got it. Let's see here. And they're getting a little crude in the chat, talking about tummy sticks. I don't even want to know what that is. So let's see here. Not that we hope you're dying anytime soon or you kill anybody and end up on death row, but what would your last meal be?
Gonna have pasta in it. I would probably say like some sort of pasta dish, and even if it doesn't have it in it, I would love just really good seafood, lobster, crab cakes, anything like that. I would be good.
All right, cool. Alicia says you're getting paid more for for the hangover. Nice. Tummy sticks a reference from Wedding Crasher. Yeah, Jim, I know. I'm just playing. Hobo said you'd have to have poutine pie from Giada. Nice. Giada
is one of the only ones that she isn't my favorite. I like watching her cook, but her dishes usually have only some of the very few things that I don't like because I don't like olives and I don't like raw onion and stuff like that. So a lot of times, I'm not a huge fan of what she makes.
Yeah, I don't think people, at least the guys,
right,
don't watch her because of what she cooks for sure.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay. Meathead's question: who would be on your personal Mount Rushmore for people you love, admire, the whole bit?
That's the hardest thing because how could you just pick 4? But obviously this guy's on there.
How sweet.
And then my sister. My sister and I are really close. So I'd say she's, one of my best friends. And then it's so hard because I can't pick between parents because his parents are like my family, you know, are really my family and I love them. And then obviously I love my parents. So I can't pick. So I'll have to go with our 2 cats.
You can just take me off. Nobody wants my face on a mountain.
That's funny. Someone said CJ's smarter than he looks. Fair enough.
Yeah, the YouTube camera adds 100 IQ points, Bill. Just saying.
All right, I got my one last question. So, Kent, you got anything else for him?
I have one.
All right.
But it is for Mr. Steve.
Uh-oh.
Steve, if you could play with anybody, alive or dead, in a band, who would it be? And you don't have to narrow it to one. We'll give you, well, let's be generous. We'll give you 2.
Oh, man, 2 people? I'd have to go with Mark Hoppus and Travis Barker. Yeah, they're in a lot of different bands, but they're probably best known for Blink-182. So Travis Barker is the drummer and Mark Hoppus is the bass player. So that would be a cool jam session, I think.
Well, to quote my boss, awesome.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
Chef Johnny said, who? Louise from the Salt and Pepper said very much a delay. So we talked about the delay 20 minutes ago. Yes, there is a delay. Let's see. A shitload of owls in the chat. That's fun. All right, cool. Well, we're coming up on the end here, so I'm going to ask my one last question, and then we'll go say our goodbyes. Oh, Phil in Florence, you made it. Welcome.
Hey, Piff.
Piff made it for the last one question.
Piff, you missed the giveaway. I'm sorry.
If y'all want to help me get to 5,000 subscribers, we'll be doing a giveaway then. So keep working on that, guys, and we'll get Piff a giveaway gift. All right. Who would you like to see on the hot seat, Mel?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say I don't think she would ever do it, but I did forget to bring up too Mrs. Kringle's kitchen. She always makes really awesome dishes, and she's never on camera. It's always just her hands. So it'd kind of be cool just to see somebody that you never actually see in person. And then Kelly from Kelly's Cooking channel. Is that? So she does air fryer videos and things like that too. And I didn't discover her until later this year. So that would be cool for her to be on as well.
All right. I am not familiar. Probably I think I've seen Mrs. Kringle's kitchen before, but the other one I have not seen. So when you get a moment tomorrow, whatever, in that, just can you message me the links to their channels?
Yep.
Just do it through the Messenger app. All right. Booger said, "Girl power, damn it."
Yeah.
All right.
We need more women on here, right?
I do the best. I invite them. You know, I don't know if it's my cologne or what, but they don't always like to come on. So we'll see how it goes.
Make it your hat.
It is not my hat. People request the hat. I have 1,000 other hats, Kent. I would love to wear them. But if I don't wear this, I catch more shit than you give me on any particular hot seat. All right?
Does that include text messages and phone calls about that ugly hat?
It's not ugly.
Asking for a friend.
You're about to be fired until Monday.
Yes. Wait, who's on Monday? Chandler?
Yeah, Chandler's on Monday.
Screw you. You can't fire me till Tuesday.
All right.
Here, Hobo. Here's a free one.
Oh, was it already poured? Why are you giving away what we can charge for?
Because it's Hobo.
Damn you. See, Jim from Suburban Barbecue requested this hat. He said the gray hat is dead sexy. Damn right it is.
Only because it matches the gray hair in your beard.
Well, Yeah, it's almost time for spa day. The dye job's going away. All right.
Really? As a guy in transportation in the trucking industry, I like your chrome highlights. I'll say that.
Chrome highlights. I love it. There you go. Yeah, Emilio Acuna is one of my guys. He says he wears the hat every day to work. Shut up, dude. Are the pubes great? I don't know. I haven't seen my pubes in years, so don't worry about it.
Hey, read what Chef Johnny said.
Let's see here. You need 2 of those. One to crap on, the other one to cover it up with. Let's see here. You should auction that hat when you're huge. I will. CJ needs a truck stop cowboy hat. I do. I keep waiting for Chef to send me one. And
no, you need a Harry Sue.
Huh? Oh, yeah, Harry Sue was talking about his one, too.
The little straw hat. That doesn't matter if you get barbecue sauce on it. Yeah. Were you not paying attention, my man?
I was paying attention. I hear you. Relax. You're yelling at me like, God.
Well, you know.
Dude, I got a wife at home, man. I don't need you yelling at me.
Yeah, but I do it for free.
Yeah, she says she doesn't yell at me. You're right. You give me more shit than she does.
That's not true. You know better.
Down goes Frazier. All right, guys. Kent, why don't you take us out and say goodbye to the peoples?
What peoples? I don't want to say goodbye to our guests yet. We're going to have them on for a while.
So. Oh yeah, they're gonna be in the hangout.
But hey, Steve and Mel, great job tonight. I just want to tell you that. Enjoyed it very much. So continued success. And we'll see you on the next one.
All right. Mel, Steve, would you like to say anything on your way out?
Just thank you guys so much for showing up, hanging out. I just think this community is awesome. Like, when I started, everybody was just so kind and so nice. It was just so overwhelming. Never expected that. So I just want to say thank you so much to everybody, and I love you all, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, nice to be on, and thanks for having Melissa on the hot seat. Appreciate it.
Right on, right on. All right, well, Mel, I appreciate you being on. It's great to finally spend some time and talk to you guys. Great time. You did great. I'm so glad you powered through. We got an hour and a half in, and I know you weren't feeling well. You know, it's nice to, you feel good. You trooper through. You good? All right.
I'm good.
Kent has to trooper through every week.
She's still got the same smile on her face as when we started. So perfect.
So, guys, I'm going to put the Hangout link in the chat, but don't jump on until we jump off, please. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on the way out, please. And let's see here. Everybody that gave super shots or donations, we appreciate you. Cooking with a little spice, we're saying goodbye. Welcome, though. Let's see here. Special Monday hot seat. We have Chandler Lyles from Lyles Barbecue. He's going to be on Monday. I wanted to get him on as soon as possible because of the momentum of his show on The Profit on CNBC. So I have a lot of stuff I'd like to talk to him about. That's it. Next Thursday's guest is Rob D from Chillin' and Grillin' with Rob D. So we got a full week ahead next week, and it's going to be a good time. So thank you guys for being here tonight. Kent, go ahead.
So do I get paid double time next week?
Damn right you do.
Awesome.
All right.
We'll
see you guys on Monday. Don't forget to tune in. Thanks so much, Mel. Kent, you did great. It's awesome. Our moderators, everybody in the chat, thank you so much. We'll see you on Monday.